Was smoking all my dragons, divine, righteous, almighty, greats, overachieving, never slacking. So we taking it to Ireland today. Shout out to Ireland. Shout out to all my Irish dragons out there. We got Irish rebel song "Come Out Ye Black and Tans." And y'all probably laughing at the way I pronounce that, but it's okay, right? I'm here to support, here to show love. With that being said, original link in the description. Let's get to it. First time hearing, by the way. First time.
I was born on a Dublin street where the loyal drums did beat. The loving English feet that walked all over us. And every single night when me dad would come home tight, he'd invite the neighbours out with this chorus. Come out, shake like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show you white how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. Come, let us hear you tell how you slandered great Parnell when you taught them well and truly persecuted. What are the sneers and jeers that you loudly let us hear when our leaders of 16 were executed? Come out, shiver like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. You slew them all Arabs 2 by 2. Like the Zulus they had spears, a bow and arrows. Oh bravely you faced one with your 16-pound gun, and you frightened them damn natives to the marrow. Come out, shiver like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. The time is coming fast, and I think this day is near when each Shoney traitor he will run before us. And if there'll be a need, well our kids will say Godspeed with a verse or two of singing this fine chorus. Come out, shake like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra. Come out, shiver like and tans, come out and fight me like a man. Show your wife how you won medals down in Flanders. Tell her how the IRA made you run like hell away from the green and lovely lanes of Killishandra.
I appreciate songs like that because it's gonna make me now dive into my research. You know, I had to pay homage to Ireland. You know, I had to get this out. This 4 leaf clover. Much love to Ireland. I gotta. It's crazy because, like, I gotta. My last name, right? My last name is Harris from my father's side. Which that traces to like um Ireland or Wales, that area. And we already know, there was once again, Irish indentured servants that came over from Europe. But I'm even starting to, as I dig deeper into that information, obviously there was, a lot of so-called black folks in Europe, too, at the time. So I'm starting to see research that some of those Irish folks may have even been darker skinned folks. And there's a lot to history that I'm just kind of peeling back the layers, doing my research and looking for evidence of things, and just it's very, very interesting. But to stick to this song, what I like is I see they talked about they pretty much shouted out other people's struggles too. Like right here, it says the song links the Irish experience with other people's struggles against the British Empire, from the Zulus to the Middle East. And bizarrely, the song's actually about a row between Republican and Loyalist neighbors in inner city Dublin in the 1920s. The song confronts the pro-British working class, both Protestant and Catholic, and the Dublin of Behan and Sean O'Casey think of Bessie Burgess in O'Casey's The Plow of the Stars. The song is textured by the Behan's bitterness about the way the Free State treated them after Irish freedom and also the lingering acrimony of the War of Independence in Dublin. So come out, ye black and tans begins. Hold on, we gonna dive into this. Let's dive into this. So in let's see. Old Brady Family Ham, well, it is your only man, cured for 3 4 days and there's no added water. Is how the song went. It's cooked from one pork joint, unlike others. That's the point. It tastes just like the ham baked by your mother. Come out, you other hams, come and face me, ham to ham. And it says there's a soccer connection too, stereotypically at least. Supporters of Celtic, the Glasgow Club saying, "Come out, ye black and tans," at Old Firm derbies, or have it as a ringtone. And oddly, there is footage of what appear to be East German soldiers saying what sounds like "Come out, ye black and tans" on maneuvers in the USSR in the 1980s. So there's obviously like the history goes so deep about this, but it's just crazy to see that right here when I read how it says their nickname comes from their mixture of dark green Royal Irish constabulary and khaki British Army uniforms. So alluding also to the Scarteen Hunt's Black and Tans pack of foxhounds. So that's just some history on that. And one thing I gotta say is warriors respect warriors, right? And so with them saying, the Spears talking about their experience and their struggles against the British Empire, and talking about the Zulus with the Spears, the Zulus, they was no joke. Warriors respect warriors at the end of the day when it's all said and done. The Zulus, what they went through, I mean, whew, we're talking about people who, for hours, running, getting shot by cannons, just still running, still going. I mean, like, it took a whole lot of artillery to defeat the Zulus, and even me on my mother's side being Igbo in Nigeria, it's like, well, people don't know about the Ekameka War, where the Igbos held off the British for 31 years. They was fighting. We're talking about some serious indigenous warriors, right? Some tribal warriors. So, we already know, Irish, they war. So it's like warriors respect warriors when it's all said and done. And I respect that they put that in that song. I respect that, But that song, that Irish rebel song, if I pass an Irish pub and I hear that playing, I'll now know. And that's what I love to have. It's just that knowledge. I don't really like to walk the world blind. I like to learn about other people's cultures and just have that respect. For me, it's just about respect. I'm not the only person in the world, and people tend to only look at what they've been through. And I feel like that's the problem with the world, is they don't look at other people's struggles. And when you don't look at other people's struggles, and you have to, especially living in America in a boiling pot, and you have to work amongst people, live amongst people, how can you truly respect them? Or, so I like to just understand other people's struggles when it's all said and done. And I know the Irish went through a lot, even in America, uh, where they had to go, even when they enlisted for the Mexican War. There was a lot of Irish that went and was fighting with the Mexicans because they was being mistreated. They was being mistreated, in the army, because they were Irish. Irish were looked down upon, and also because they were Catholic, and the Protestants was really dogging them out. So the Mexicans, being Catholic, they embraced them. They took them in, a lot of them in, and yeah, brothers of war. So and even not even just that, but when you look at the indentured servants that were Irish that came over and was in like the Caribbeans, and when you look at them, and for example in Swaiti, Haiti, which is called Haiti, and you look at the voodoo culture, you have Man Bridget, which is said to be of Irish descent, because because those indentured servants were, they were mixing with the darker races on those plantations, whether it was the Aboriginal peoples that were enslaved of that specific island, or whether it was some Africans that they brought over, but they were together, and I'm sure there's so many rebellions that we won't hear about, right? So, with that being said, original link in the description, and I will be back with more. Much love and much respect to Ireland.